What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to the Two Truth Podcast. I told you guys for season 2, we was going to turn up. We was going to switch things up a little bit. We talked about guests, and guess what?
Nah.
I got my near and dear friend, my brother of over 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying? 11-year NBA vet, 3-time back-to-back dunk champion. Some call him Mr. Holat. Others call him Mr. Kryptonite. Others call him Giant Killer. I call him my brother, man, Nate Robinson, man. Welcome to the show, baby.
Man,
welcome.
Come on,
Turn up, man. I got my dog in the building, man. They said it couldn't be possible, baby. We did it. We did it, man. How you doing, Nate?
I'm chilling, bro.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Okay, a little backstory behind Nate and I's relationship, man. You know, Nate, I met Nate through two different people. So at the time, I think you were still being represented by the Goodwin brothers, and Zoe. And he came into the gym on 6th Ave for the first time. He looked around like, what in the fuck?
Yeah, they
Like, he
had
couldn't
holes
believe-
in the wall. You know what I'm saying? You had to share the other space with the baseball players.
Yeah, man.
But those are humble beginnings, man.
Absolutely.
It was awesome though. But you know me, I don't care wherever we go. We was outside.
Outside.
We started outside too, and big on what's that on
Kyle
Broadway?
Anderson
Kyle
Park.
Anderson,
Yeah, Broadway,
yeah.
Capitol
Yeah.
Hill. So
Yeah,
you know,
man.
wherever there's a workout, you know I'm pulling up. So it's
Absolutely.
nothing.
He ain't ducking no work,
Nah,
man.
no work,
ducking no
man.
work, man. Phil,
work.
man, how you doing? You doing all right?
Oh, I'm doing great.
How you feel about a
Fellow
dog,
husky over
a
here.
husky over here, and you being a cougar, man? How does that make you feel?
He knows our shit talking that we do.
Hey, who was in the tournament this year?
Ooh,
I'll give you that. I'll give you that though, Phil. Hey, listen, man. My husky, my dog's been weak for a while, for a minute now, man. But we got a new coach.
Okay.
We have to get
We don't.
our guy out of there, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a new coach now, so hopefully he can come and recruit some guys. Nio Robinson, you know, from Rainier Beach High School. He can recruit one of the best guards in the state to come to UW. You know, he got his father and his grandfather went to UW. I mean, it only makes sense. But yeah, and hopefully he can get some guys in there and turn the program around.
Hey, that's a game I want to see because I didn't tell you weren't. I went to one of his games last year when they were in state because my high school coach coaches at Skyline.
Oh, okay.
That boy came in the game, took a dribble, pulled
it
up
go.
from 22. I was like,
30
hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, he's down there chilling right now. I brought him with me, but yeah, man, he loves the game. He works out every day now. He's trying to really fall in love with it, but you know, just getting better with it and bettering himself, and that's all I ask for.
Let's not forget, I think we got photos of Phil in a Nate Robinson University of Washington football jersey, right? After
yeah. So,
Apple Cup loss?
So listen, so me and Phil, we be having our little school rivals, little squabbles. You know, he went to Wazoo, I went to UW, of course.
Pull your mic up a little closer, Nate,
And
please.
he,
Pause.
you know, me and Phil make bets, and we had a little bet in the gym.
Yeah.
If, you know, UW win, he got to wear a Husky jersey, take a picture in it. And I had him wearing that nice and purple and white and purple and gold, man. He was looking pretty good in that.
He looked good in them.
In that purple and gold, man. You know, he likes that crimson and white or whatever.
You know his
color that
first
is.
year in college was at the University
Crimson
of
and
Washington,
gray.
right?
Oh man, you transferred and left us?
I went to UW for almost 3 years.
Dang, and you just left us and went to the sister school?
Yeah, sister's generous.
I'm
but
trying
yeah.
to remember. I think I don't even know if I even lost it Wazoo while I was in UW.
Hey, fun fact: I've never won an Apple Cup.
Dang.
Not at UW or WSU.
So when you was at UW, we lost to them, and then when you went to
I was at UW during the 0-12 year
wow, that's tough.
when we lost to the 1-11 Cougs.
Yeah, that's tough. Those are dark years, bro. I don't even
I'm
remember. I
like,
try not
oh.
to remember those years. I really know from dead ass. I try not to remember that shit.
Oh,
that shit cut
man.
deep.
That's funny. Well, shit, man, listen, Nate, man, hold that for a second, dog. Let's switch topics real quick, man. If you had to describe yourself and your accomplishments, right, to a stranger, what would that look like, man? Because I you know, you're somewhat removed from the NBA now. Obviously, everybody in the state of Washington probably knows who you are. But if you're somewhere else and you're introducing yourself to a stranger, and your accomplishments, right? What does that look like?
I mean, I don't know. I find myself, being sometimes maybe too humble.
Okay. Well, can you pop your shit tonight? Pop your shit
about
tonight,
popping,
man.
I mean, it's just
Nah, you
like-
gotta pop your shit, dog. You gotta pop your shit.
Like I'm so normal, bro. I'm such a normal human, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and when people will be like, you know, like you say, talk your shit. I just go to YouTube, just type in my name. You'll see some funny shit in there. You'll see some cool shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. I
So-
mean,
so
I
you
would
gonna
just
hit us
probably
with that?
lead with just, you know, three-time dunk champion, but people wouldn't even believe that. They were like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah.
Every time I say that, I'm like, "I won 3 dunk contests." They're
Still?
like, and they look at me and be like, "There's no way you won 3 dunk contests being 5'0" and I'm like, "Go to YouTube."
Yeah.
I just tell them to just go to YouTube.
Sure.
That's the only way to send them because they don't believe it.
Yeah.
Like they don't believe the things that I accomplished in my life by looking at me,
Yeah, man.
and that's unbelievable. And for me, I just thank God that to be able to. I can kind of blend in with the you
Sure.
know, with the Joneses, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not 7 foot tall. I'm not like Wemby walking around and people looking at him like, man, who is that's an alien coming to this
For sure.
planet?
Yeah.
You know, who is this guy? You know, I can blend in with the normal people, man, and it's beautiful.
Absolutely, man. So let me ask you another question. How did you choose between basketball and football? Because I know that was a hard one, and you were actually like
Yeah.
really good. Some would argue you were probably a better football player
I
than
think
you
I
were a
probably
basketball
was,
player.
man. I probably was because you know football came natural, bro. It's like you know running, catching. You know, it's like playing tag.
Yeah.
You know, you're at school running around, jump,
Sure.
catch, throw, whatever. But I think I probably was better in football. I think I had more fun playing it, and I
Yeah.
know that. It was football was. I can't explain how much fun it is playing football. Like
Yeah.
basketball is fun. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You know, you have fun. You know, you get dunks and threes and all that stuff. But there's nothing like you know getting a pick or nothing like getting a touchdown or getting a big tackle or a stop or a deflection. People don't know how that you know that feeling, what that really feels like for
Yeah.
your team because you know you really need those plays to help your team
Absolutely.
win. But the reason why I chose basketball, man, honestly.
Guarantee? The guarantee money, right?
Yeah, guaranteed money. But I prayed, you know, I just prayed to God, what is it that you want me to do? What path do you want me to take?
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know. So, and I wanted to be one of the first ones to ever play, you know, NBA and NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be the first to do it. And, you know, when they fired, you know, Rick Neuheisel, my freshman year, after my freshman year at UW, you know, they didn't have no transfer portal, couldn't transfer. So I had to stay. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know, I wasn't about to sit out a year. So I stayed here and I was like, you know what, God, that's a sign. That's for me to go hoop. And then, you know, for me to play basketball for the first time, just only basketball, you know, that first year, it was strange.
Yeah.
Because I was always in the gym. I was like, damn, I don't got to put on no heavy-ass equipment.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't got to go out and, you know, tape up and worry about injuries. You know, my back is hurting, whatever. I still got to go out here and tackle and, you know,
Yeah.
And just punish your body.
For sure.
And I'm in the gym, you know, getting up thousands of shots and just working. I'm like, oh, this is lit.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? It was perfect. It was perfect timing. And, you know, God led me down the right path, man. And I never looked back. I just fell in love with, you know, just trying to get better every day. Every day I worked out. I trained. I just, you know, I did everything I could. I hooped as much as I could.
Yeah.
You know, just to catch up because I was behind from so many guys, you know, just only playing basketball their whole life.
Yeah.
So I said, to me, I got time to catch up. This is my time. And I just devoted my craft and grinding. And,
Yeah.
and it worked out for me.
That's what's up, man. Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but Phil is actually a Seattle sports historian.
Wow.
You know?
You know numbers?
What were some of your fondest memories coming up and watching these guys all, especially like at Rainier Beach, and then getting up and watching all these guys go to the University of Washington, you know, being from Seattle?
Oh, well, the Rainier Beach team, I had you remember the Seattle Times picture with you right here and
the twins?
the twins in the front
Yeah.
and you in the back. I had that on my wall.
That's love.
The UW team was a squad. That team was a squad in the craziest way because it had all the people from Seattle on the team, right, that I had seen growing up from Garfield or Beach. But then you had the white dudes who I had never seen before, like Appleby or like
Appleby, Hans Gasser,
or
Burnmeister,
yeah. And you
Mike
look them up, you're like,
Jensen.
oh, okay, yeah. And those teams were, I mean, the best UW team that's ever
I think
existed.
so. Yeah, I think
I don't
so
think
for
it's
sure.
debatable.
Yeah.
That team was a
29-6. I think that was the best record we ever had.
Yeah, that team was filthy. What, number 1 seed?
Yeah, number 1 seed,
Yeah.
Sweet 16, We should have won that championship that year. We just fell short, man.
Yeah, that team's a squad. Super fun to watch, and it's kind of almost disappointing that I guess we don't get to see that as much, where like the hometown guys come up and then stay like that.
I mean, you got imagine, bro. Now that the NIL's popping, you got kids that are they love Duke.
Yeah.
I don't know, from Washington, they're from here. Everybody love Duke.
Yeah.
Like Paulo ran to Duke. You got different guys.
You can't blame them.
I mean, you can't. It's
program.
one of the best programs ever.
No, I'm not
saying like when you go there, you're going to the league.
Yeah.
If you're good, if you go to Duke and you're good, you're top guy. You're bound to go to the league.
Yeah.
Either there or Kentucky, you're to the league. So I get it. I'm just too much of a home guy to.
Hey, but
I want to make my hometown look good.
I think if some of the younger guys had done what you guys did, they're in the same position.
Oh, absolutely.
Number
I
one
agree.
seed,
I
looking
agree.
at a national
Way
championship
too much talent in
possibility.
Seattle.
But you need 2 or 3 to do it,
You definitely do.
which is tough.
Yeah, we had it though.
They existed, but they all got to do it.
There's
You
also
got to talk, man. Like when we was coming up, B. Roy was like, "Bro, Nate, let's go to UW."
Yeah.
I was like, "Man, all right." Thinking about it because I committed to USC.
Yeah.
Out of high school, I was going to SC. I was going to be with Reggie Bush and them guys.
Yeah.
So once I went on my visits to SC. It was cool. Had fun. Showed me a great time.
Oh, I bet.
And then coming home, it was just different when they showed me, my dad's highlights, his jersey in the Raptors. I mean, in the Hall of Fame up there, in UW Hall of Fame. They showed all the greats before. They was like, man, you could be one of these guys. And they took me to the basketball court, like, you could do both. And I was like, this is the first school that told me I could do both. I was like, oh, I'm decommitted. I'm coming here.
Yeah.
This is where I'm at. I don't even need to go on no visit. You show me enough. I don't need to go. I know everything about Seattle. You don't got to show me nothing about Seattle. I know everything about Seattle.
Yeah.
I commit.
No doubt.
And that's how I got here.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I know there's also been rumors, even as of like the last 5 years or so, with local Seattle guys, doing the same thing where they've talked amongst each other about playing for UW, and then things have taken place. You probably know more than I do.
I hope so, man. I hope we can get some young guys come back home in the transfer portal. Guys like Jalen Stewart.
Is there rumors about this Kevin Porter potentially playing at UW before Romar got fired? And do you know if that's true or not?
He was trying to come there. He was trying to come.
And he was going to get Paulo to come too, right?
So this is how it was. It was supposed to be, even before, let's rewind. Before UW, I don't know who was the genius to fire Romar, but they were supposed to get Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah.
They're supposed to get Michael Porter Jr.,
Yeah.
Kevin Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Michael Porter Jr. is supposed to bring Trae Young.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to have Trae Young, Michael Porter Jr., Kevin Porter Jr.
Oh, that's crazy.
on one team.
You think that would have persuaded Paulo to come back?
For sure.
Yeah.
Why? I mean,
How could he not?
with that group, I
Yeah.
mean, he probably would have missed them
Yeah.
a year, but just to come in and then you would have had. We could have had Paulo, then we could have had probably Nolan Hickman that goes to Gonzaga. That's in the Sweet. That's in the Sweet 16.
Yeah. Nolan's
You know what I'm
nice.
saying? And then after that, you get Jalen Stewart. So it had Paulo,
Yeah.
Nolan, Jalen, all three of those guys, and then we got hopefully Zoom Diablo that's supposed to be coming.
Yeah.
He stays.
Yeah.
Not knowing what he gonna do, but those are all the major guys. Staying here, and then who knows if you get Jacob Kofi, if he don't, you know what I'm saying? Miles, what's Miles' last name? Miles, I think Miller. He went to O'Day, left O'Day. He plays for overtime. He could have came. He's going to Penn State next year. You got Kofi from Eastside. He's going to Virginia. They could stay home. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I think they thought they could do better than Romar, and I know they're looking back now like, ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
They should have they should have just hired somebody to help Romar control X's and O, because Romar is top 5 recruiter.
Undefeated.
He for sure.
He
So what he
recruits the
he shoulda
best.
just went back, asked Coach Dollar to leave CIU at the time,
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
You get your assistant that you had that did it the first time with you.
Yeah.
You go back, go get Kim Bone from your head coach from Wazoo.
Yeah.
Kim Bone, come back over. Let's do this the right way.
Yeah.
And let's do it. Let's get another run. And that's what should have happened.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you add your Will Conroys and whoever else you want to add,
Yeah.
Pondexter, the guys that played under you guys,
Yeah.
that know what you guys preach and what you guys, you know what I'm saying, what you guys stand for.
Yeah.
And we went through the ringer already.
Well, I think unfortunately the transfer for Nigel William Goss to Gonzaga was the thing that broke the camel's back, though. I think in terms of
Yeah, that was another McDonald's All-American that Coach Romar had here. And let him go.
Let him go.
That was tough.
That was very tough.
That was tough.
was
I
very
was
tough.
sad to watch Naldo go. He could hoop.
Yeah, he's a hooper.
He went to the Natty, right?
Yep. Yeah, with Gonzaga for sure.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, man, Nate, tell me, man, I have a personal favorite, but I want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
What's that?
Your greatest NBA game, man.
Game?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, man, I think my greatest NBA game would be 2.
No, you got to pick one. I know it's between Chicago and New York, but you got to pick one.
Well, I was going to say the playoff game for sure because I never played out of my mind like that in the playoffs.
You talking about for the Bulls?
Yeah, that shit was fun.
That shit was so crazy.
That shit was, listen, like watching it, like I'll go back and watch the game, but it takes me back to the feeling like I was unconscious, like just hooping. And
the rim
I was
probably felt
I was
big.
having, and it wasn't no pressure for me. I was just literally just having fun. Like I was just hooping, dog. And the coach was like, "Do your thing." I was like, "Cool, all right."
Yeah.
There's no rules. All right, cool. This is what I could do every night.
Yeah.
I told my coach, if I got the green light, like IT and all the younger guys that came up, I could have averaged 30 in the league easily.
Yeah.
And I'm not even trying to say it because, like you said, pop your shit. Nah, I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
I asked like a few of my homies. I said, guys, if I got the green light to be able to take any shot I wanted, just understand there's people taking 16, 17 threes a game.
Yo, that shit's
Just
crazy.
understand that I shot like almost 37% for my career. So if I had the green light to shoot any shot I wanted, I think I could have averaged 29, 30 points in the NBA easily.
Yeah.
And I could have did that off the bench and not even started.
So what was the
Just
stat?
starter minutes.
What did you finish with again in that Chicago game? And you guys were
I
playing
had 30, 34.
Miami in the
35.
playoffs? Were you playing?
No, we was
I thought
playing
it was
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
That
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
The next series I had 27 on,
Okay.
on Miami, that first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What about your greatest moment?
being drafted.
It's being drafted. It surpassed
that
the game winning
surpassed
shot
anything.
against AI.
Iverson. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man, because when you're a kid and you have dreams and you want something so bad and then you get there, you get it, and your name is called. It's like the fulfillment of all the hard work that I put into this shit, bro.
Sure,
you know what I'm saying? It's like it's God patting me on my back saying, You did it, son. Like, here you go.
Yeah.
All your hard work.
First round.
You know
Number
what I'm saying?
21.
21st pick, first
21st
round.
pick, first round, baby.
That's tough. That's hard to do, especially at
5'9". Don't forget it. Numbers don't lie. 5'9". Do you
People-
understand what I'm telling you?
Yeah, guys-
5'9".
Guys don't understand that shit, bro. How hard it is, and I'll speak for Zeke in this too. You know, like what he's done for the game, and for kids around the world, man. It's a tough fucking task to do at our stature, working harder than everybody, and then they never want to give you the credit that you deserve, bro.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Yeah.
But on top of that, you got to embrace that shit. Like I embrace that shit. I embrace, them always want to say, Nate Robinson, something, but. It's always a but behind it. It's always but. When they say but, it's always something negative behind it. So, I embraced that shit, and it was fun just, night in and night out, proving all the haters wrong every night.
Yeah.
When you go in there and you produce and you work your ass off and you have fun doing what you do, man, ain't nobody can tell. Like me, y'all can't tell me shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm doing it at the highest level amongst the giants, blocking some of the dopest Hall of Famers, dunking on some of the coldest, giving some of the best, the GOATs 30s, and man, I done it all, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I just like I said, I thank God for every opportunity, and it's been lit, man. I had a blast, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah.
And if I could go back, I'd do it the same way I did it when I came in.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I admired most about you is no matter what card you got dealt, you always
I played
handled
my
yourself
card.
like
Yeah.
a
You have
professional,
to, bro.
man.
You have to, man.
Like a pro, like a pro's
I had
pro.
to learn that though. You know that, bro. I had to
Sure,
learn that
sure.
from my guy. Shout out to 3 people: Jamal Crawford, Malik Rose, and Quentin Richardson.
Oh yeah, shout out to man.
They showed me the way, bro. Even on the losing team with the Knicks, them guys showed me how to be a professional. They showed me how to handle myself. They showed me, when is the time to be yourself and play around and be a joke. Because I was a jokester coming in. I was young, 20, 21 years old.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hoop, dog. I didn't know the NBA consists of.
Yeah.
Oh man, everybody looks at you like a business. You're a corporation. You're a brand. I'm like, my nigga, fuck that brand shit. Nigga, I'm in the league.
I'm trying to get these buckets.
I ain't trying to hear that. I want to hoop. Put me on the court. My brand will build itself over time. I get that.
Yeah.
But right now, I want to enjoy me being a young, rich, successful, individual, bro.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the moment at the time. At that time, bro, I wasn't thinking about nothing else. I didn't care about nothing else.
Yeah.
You know, so that shit was fun, bro. That shit.
Yeah.
You wouldn't trade that shit for nothing, dog. If only you guys could see what my eyes have seen. Ooh wee.
Yeah, we'll keep that. We'll keep that for the the paywall account, man. The next episode on Patreon with Nate Robinson. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay $50 a month, man. Subscription. Phil, what do you think Nate would be doing if he didn't play sports, man? Or play basketball in the NBA? It'd be maybe that's a question for him, but I don't know.
Stand up, shit.
Stand up.
I'll be definitely a movie star or something.
I
I'll
was
be an
thinking
actor.
stand up.
I'll be an actor for sure. Because I mean, like, what other job is you get paid to act a fool? That shit would be lit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you're not
Learn
shy.
lines. Not shy at all. Like, you be fucking up and shit. You learn. You fuck up your words. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Read them to me again. I'll do it. I'll get it. Don't worry.
Man, go check out Uncle Drew, man.
Yeah, man. Uncle Drew, man. They had me doing. It was so funny because
Boots.
I came in there thinking I was gonna get, I was gonna get some lines. And
Boots.
They had me not saying shit the whole
They said
movie.
Boots
I was
could
hot.
speak.
Hey, listen, in between the takes, I was talking so much. I was like, man, y'all motherfuckers gonna give me some lines, goddammit. Got me in here being the most quiet motherfucker. I talking more than everybody out here, bro. It was lit, though. It was lit.
Yeah,
being
man.
there with Shaq and Lisa Leslie and Rich Webber and Reggie Miller and bro and Kyrie, bro. It was
That's
a
my
squad.
question.
listen,
Yeah.
that month, that was like the best 2 months of my life.
Wow.
Being there with all the guys and just, listening to the stories. And what fucking me up was they're telling stories like how we're sitting here, but we have our makeup on and shit, so we're old as fuck. And Shaq is telling stories about him and growing up, and Reggie Miller talking about stories about Cheryl Miller busting his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stories out the stories and stories, man. We're just looking hella old. And I just can't stop laughing. And people are like, Nate, what's so funny? I said, look at us. Look what y'all talking about right now, and look at your face. And we old as fuck.
Yeah.
That shit was so much fun, bro.
Yeah.
Like acting and being around everybody, man. And rolling. I wish they showed you guys the bloopers, man. The bloopers is.
I was like, that
hella
sound like
funny.
some
They
DVD
showed us
extras.
like the outtakes of everything when we watched the movie at the premiere.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was so funny. It was like watching life again. Shit was happening. It was too much fun.
What was it like though playing with the late great Kobe Bryant, man?
Oh man, playing versus Bean, bro. Mamba was different because he was a different breed. I remember one game we played against in the Garden. I never forget this shit. He didn't talk to nobody the whole game, not even his teammates. He just dapped. And he had a look on his face like he's here just to kick ass. He's not here to do. He's not playing around. He gave us 55 that night, I think, or 60. I think 60. He gave us 60 that night, but he literally dapped everybody up, and the teammates were talking to him. He didn't say nothing, 0 words the whole game. Like, I don't even remember if they even showed him say anything to the coach. He didn't say nothing, bro. He cooked us for 60 points and went on his way. And that day, my kids, still to this day, my kids were young as hell. And I think Namir was, I want to say 3 or 4 maybe. And Naya was like 2-ish, about to be 3.
Yeah.
And Namir was like, Dad, I want to wait for Kobe. I was like, damn. We waited for like 2 hours after the game. Literally, we had to wait 2 hours. I was like, come on, guys, he's not coming. Let's go home. He ain't coming. No, Dad, let's wait. Namir, my oldest son, let's wait, Dad, please. I want a picture with him. I was like, all right, let's wait. We wait. Kobe walks out. And Namir said, there he is, Dad, there he is. And he almost hopped out my truck, my Hummer. He hopped out the Hummer before I even can get out. I was like, bro, wait. Yeah. And asked Kobe for a picture. He picked him up. Picked up Namir, took a picture with Nael.
Yeah.
And Namir, I never seen a big smile. Like, Namir was just happy. He was like, Dad, Kobe Bryant. He just kept saying, Kobe Bryant, Kobe Bryant, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, bro, like, I looked up Kobe. I looked up to Kobe for so many years, watching him. And the first time I got on the court and I played against, I was just like, damn, I'm really in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so real. It didn't make sense. I was like, bro, this is crazy. Like, worked my ass off, got here. And now my kids know who this man is. That's how you know a little kid, like not even 5 years old yet, he know who Kobe Bryant is.
Yeah.
That's
impact.
Big impact. And then my other son's like, y'all want a picture too.
Yeah.
So just for him to do something like that for me, man, regardless if I got a picture with him or not, I played against him, cool. But he took a picture with my boys.
Yeah.
That shit was lit. That shit touched my heart. And then that lives with them forever. They always got to, Pitcher with cold.
Yeah.
That shit's hard.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Kobe, man. We miss you, Mamba.
Yeah.
We miss
he's
you,
a
man. We
beast.
miss you, man. So, I guess my question for you, Nate, is, obviously the world, in the last couple of years has I'll say recently has learned about your kidneys, right?
Yeah, my kidney situation.
Yeah. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, man. So 2006, when I was with the Knicks, my rookie year.
Repeat that again.
2006.
Yeah.
My rookie year, my team doctor, who was doing our physicals, she's noticed something different about my blood pressure. It was dumb higher than everybody else's on the team.
Yeah.
And she was like, yo, this is a red flag. And I was like, what you mean? And she was like, man, if your blood pressure is too high, we can't allow you on the court.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't understand what does that mean though?
Yeah.
And she was like, well, you can almost, have a heart attack on the court.
Yeah.
And die. We don't want you to die. We don't want you to have a heart attack on the court.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, but if I do, man, this is something I want to do.
Yeah.
If I'm dying doing something I love, what difference does it make?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all gonna die one day.
Yeah.
So I just told her, I was like, she was like, well, if we gotta take your blood pressure before the game. If it's too high, you can't play. Well, I said, then don't take my blood pressure before the game. You take it after.
Yeah.
I'll let you take it after. I won't let you take it before the games. And she was like, well, we gotta run tests and do all these, make sure everything is good with you. And I was like, man, I feel perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong. In my head, I'm like, there's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
I got more energy. I'm the, youngest on the team, 3% body fat. I'm in shape. I'm thinking, I've never been sick in my life. And she was like, well, this is a real situation. And she was like, her name was Dr. Callahan, one of the best doctors in New York ever. I called her mom because she was like a mother to me while I was there.
Yeah.
And she was just like, I'm worried about your kid. She got that southern voice. I think she's from Tennessee or something, or West Virginia.
Okay.
But she has that accent. And one day I got sick for the first time, like really bad, sick, throwing up, crazy. And I told her I couldn't make it to practice, and they were like, they didn't believe me because I always came to practice, first one in the gym, last one to leave. So when they saw I didn't come to practice that day, they were like, yo, something wrong, Nate's not here. And I was at home, and I couldn't get out of bed, bro. I was throwing up. I was in so much pain, I couldn't even move. And so they didn't believe me. So I drove to practice facility. It was like 5 minutes from my house, from my apartment.
Yeah.
So I drove to the practice facility. I'm throwing up outside my car driving. I get to the practice facility. I'm trying to find a garbage can. I throw up all on the floor when I get into the training room. Throw up all on the floor. They're like, oh shit, he wasn't serious. He wasn't playing. And I was literally throwing uncontrollably, like exorcist type throwing up. And I started throwing up so much, I stopped. I threw up everything I had in my system. So now I'm dry heaving. Yeah. My whole body's cramping up. I was telling her, don't touch me because my hands are cramping. And she was like, oh my God, you must be dehydrated. She was like, what did you eat? What did you drink? What you been? I was like, the normal things I've been, I was like, shit. Capri Suns, cup of noodles, hot Cheetos, I was honey buns. I'm eating what I eat growing up. Like, she was like, you gotta stop eating this. This is processed foods and all. She was explaining it to me. So they took me to the hospital. That's when they found out my creatinine level. It was dumb high, and my urine was.
You said your creatinine level?
Creatinine level, yeah. So
you know what
that's
that
when
is,
you
Phil?
pee. So that's when you pee, and they check your levels of your urine and check your kidneys.
Okay.
And check how your levels are.
Okay.
And she seen that they were dumb high, and then she was like, we gotta go down to the downtown to go see some specialists.
Yeah.
So I had to go downtown with her. We went down to check. Bro, they had to put a needle in my back about this big and test my kidneys. Mm. And it was crazy because they had to numb it. They was like, but if you move, don't move crazy, because one slight movement, bro, and you'll be paralyzed type. They taking the samples. And I was like, dang, so you got to sit there and get this big needle in my back where my kidneys are, and take samples. And then she was just like, yeah. When they got the test back, they were like, your kidneys are deteriorating. And I was like, so they're just about to there were gonna be no more. She was like, not now, but eventually, like by the time, she said, if I can estimate and guess, by the time you're late 30s, early 40s. So she was right on time with this shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, I was like, all right, cool. I was like, it ain't now, it's later. All right, I can deal with that.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So she just, they got me on the plan, trying to, they stopped with the processed stuff, and they got me a nutritionist while I was on the Knicks for a while. The smoothies and drinking and eating right, meal plans and all that. I had to go through all that shit, bro.
Yeah.
It was tough because, I'm used to eating what I like.
Mm-hmm.
I had to stop all that shit for a while. And then, like, once I start seeing, your blood pressure better and things, getting a little better, you can eat a little bit more, a little better, a little worse than what you were doing. You can go back to eating some things, not all things. And then she was like, you just got to be careful because, every team they might not want you on the team because of this, because they don't want to have to deal with this.
Right.
We love you. We're going to make sure you have everything you need here. So I was like, all right, now I know that in my back of my mind, like, all right, they're going to use that against me. But I was like, whatever happens, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let that bother me none. I'm just going to continue to play and do what I do. And, slowly but surely over time, I started to feel sharp pains in my back. I thought it was my back.
While you were still in the NBA?
Yeah, so I was like, man, I'm like, damn, I thought I'm getting these back spasms. She was like, those ain't back spasms. And I was like, then what is it? She was like, those are your kidneys.
Failing you, huh?
Yep, they're working too hard.
So you said 2006. So that's when you got drafted.
That's when I got
so
drafted.
Your rookie year, you found out.
So that's when I started to feel it, and that's when they did the test. Was 2006.
Yeah.
At the end of the year.
So in 2022, when Shams reported on that, why was it so important for you to finally come out and share that information with the world?
Because I just thought it was time, because during pandemic is when I got COVID. That's when my kidneys failed. It was the same time I got COVID.
Wow.
So that it hit me. I didn't
even know that.
Double whammy.
Yeah.
So I literally I thought I was, I didn't know what the COVID symptoms were at first. People were like, oh yeah, you lost the taste, body aches, headaches. Man, when I say I had migraines, I couldn't even tell you how, I couldn't even be in light.
Yeah.
The sun or any light. I couldn't stand the light.
Yeah.
Like it was bothering me because my brain and my head was hurting so much. I had the body ache. It felt like I got in a car accident.
Yeah.
I was hit in a car accident really bad. My body was hurt. I felt like I was bruised inside my body.
Wow.
Then the no taste came. I had no taste. I didn't eat for a week. And I had to take my son, Nael, to a basketball camp in Philly. I didn't even go in the camp. I sent him in. I signed him in. I stayed in the car and slept for 3 days. I took him in every day. I didn't even go in. I just slept because I couldn't go in. I was so burnt out and so hurt and so out of it. And then when I got home, I flew home and I said I need to go get tested. I said I know I got COVID.
Yeah.
So I went to the hospital, and they was like, yeah, you got COVID. They was like, you got to stay. And then they ran my blood and they was like, yeah, we had to tell you, but my doctor was like, you got to start dialysis today.
Yeah.
It's the only way you're gonna leave this hospital.
And that was in 2022.
Alive.
That was in 2022.
That was 2020.
2020.
So then I was like, all right. So then in 2022, when I told Shams, it was 2 years. I was in a dark place. You didn't see me here. I didn't call you. I didn't text. I didn't call nobody. I was at home in the dark.
And can you share with everybody what dialysis looks like for you even up to this day?
Yeah. So dialysis is I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I go in at about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. And they stick you with the needles and they plug you in. I got my little, if y'all can see, I got my little 2 little Band-Aids where they poke me at every day. But they poke you, so what dialysis does, the machine are your kidneys.
Yeah.
The machine does what you guys' kidneys do for you, where you can sweat, where you pee, where you get all your bad toxins out of your body. It cleans your toxins out. That's what sweat and that's what you pee and you poop and all the stuff that you got that we do.
Yeah.
The toxins in my body stay in there. They don't leave my body.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't sweat as easily anymore. I may pee once a day throughout the whole day. I can drink as much as I want. I may never pee all day. And that was the weird part. I was like, bro, I haven't peed in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Weird. And then some days I may pee normal.
Yeah.
Some days I might not pee at all. But so the machine cleans your toxins. It cleans the machine, then it puts then it takes the bad ones out, and then they put the good ones back in. They clean it, and they put it back in your system.
Yeah.
And they run it for 4 hours. And I do that three times a week.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's wild. So I know we're getting close to time, and I wanted to close with, I guess, my last question for you. What is something that you've like? What is that feeling like for you now, knowing that you? I guess what is the greatest lesson you've learned walking into the hospital 3 days a week, 4.5, 5 hours a day?
Well, first I'm thankful.
Yeah.
That God has shown me and slowed me down a little bit to see life as what it is.
Yeah.
Because I go to dialysis 3 days a week, right? And in the beginning, I felt sorry for myself and I felt bad. Like, damn, Nate, like you've done so much cool shit in the world and you're here right now. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning. And then slowly me getting to know people that are on dialysis, and I see people, and some people I don't even talk to, but I see them every day. And there's a lady that comes in with her son. Her son stays there with her. She's blind. And she's on dialysis. Like, I told myself, how am I gonna complain about this shit? She can't even see.
Yeah.
And she on dialysis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's another elder lady. She's an Asian lady. She comes in same time as me. Her name is and she comes in and they said that she has something wrong with her heart as well, but she's on dialysis. And she comes in happy and speaks to hugs everybody and talks to the workers like there's nothing wrong with her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but that shows strength, bro. That shows courage to come in and do this, bro. Because then it got me out of my deep sunken place that I was in, because I was in the dumps.
Yeah.
And then seeing a guy that, I don't know if you guys know who the guy that came up with. He's in there.
Yeah.
His kidneys failed. He's in there. He's like, yeah, man, I heard about your son at Rainier Beach playing. Just keeping up and talking to me every morning.
Yeah.
You strike conversations and get to know people.
Yeah.
You build relationships, and I think that has helped me out a lot. And the guy that you train.
Yeah.
What's his name? The white guy that comes in.
Yeah, Mark Russo.
Yeah, so he introduced me to a guy that was on dialysis, and we become friends and talking because he's been through it.
Yeah.
And he got a kidney, he got a transplant.
Yeah.
And he's explaining to me what it's like, and he's telling me that this what you're going through is just temporary.
Yeah.
It's just a phase, and respectfully, now that I've figured out a way to cope and deal with it, and to express myself with with the world and then with other people who's gone through this.
Yeah.
And now it's my turn. And now I have people texting me on Instagram that's going through this. There's a kid in Atlanta that one of my boys that I grew up playing high school ball with, David Hudson. His kidneys failed. He's one of the best high school kids in the country at his age. Like, he's a sophomore, I think he is, and he's dealing with it. He's dealing with and I gave him my number. I said, you can call me whenever you have questions, bro.
Yeah.
Because you're not alone. I'm going through it just like you going through it. And I said, I know I would hate for me to be a high school student going through something like that, not knowing what it's going to be like, and, not knowing, how it's going to be.
Yeah.
That's scary, bro. So I told him, I said, here's my number, bro. Whenever you want to talk and chill and whatever, I can help you as much as I can. I can give you the knowledge that I've been reading upon and talking to people and getting the information. And you just gotta change the way you think, man. Because I think I was feeling sicker when I was thinking about being sick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now that I'm up, and you was like, when you called me, you was like, man, bring your ass to the gym. I don't care. When you told me that, I was like, yeah, Bill, right. I gotta get my ass up. Let me go say what's up to my bro. Train with him, get on the gym, then you have me here, and then every day now I'm getting stronger and better, and you need people in your corner to help you up, because like for me, bro, it's an uphill battle.
Yeah.
And sometimes, when you get up a hill, you get so tired, you just want to slide down for a minute, and then when you stop, all right, now I'm back, got my energy. That's how I felt at times. And for me, I've never been a quitter, so I don't know how to quit. and I never give up on anything. So for me, that's my motivation now. And like seeing my kids growing up, my daughter, my sons, I want to be a grandpa one day, bro. I never had a grandpa. And that's something that I endure of being one day because I never had one.
Wow.
You know, so I can't wait to be able to see my kids, and that's my reason why I can't let this beat me.
Yeah.
I can't give up. I gotta keep going because Nate Robinson wants to accomplish being a grandfather, and I think that's gonna be my highlight of my life is seeing my kids.
Wow.
That's for me.
That's
It
deep.
maybe seems something so cheesy and little and sounds corny, but for me, it's everything. I've never had a grandpa, and that's something that I want to have for myself.
Yeah.
And be able to look at my kids and look at them like, damn, these are literally from my dad, from me to the next generation. Like, and I just can't wait to see. I just can't wait to see one of my kids have a kid, bro.
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
I guess my last question for you, and we can wrap this up, man, is you're obviously on the kidney donors list.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And as of late, you've kind of gone through the like test.
Yeah, man.
Run of what that looks like.
It's been crazy. Just a lot of drawn blood. A lot of questions.
But
They
share
wanna-
with the
Yeah,
viewers
so
what that process looks
so the
like.
process-
the moment they call you.
So they call, they tell you to come in. You know, they'll schedule you an appointment, and you'll go through you'll meet your whole team. You go through the whole team that's going to be doing your surgery, your post-op, the people that's giving you the anesthesia. Like you go through everything. So it's just like a fire drill. It's a high school.
But when it goes live,
But when it goes live, if they say, "Yo, Nate, you got a kidney," and you're on a plane going somewhere else, you got to fly back wherever you at. You got to drop what you're doing, or they'll give it to somebody else.
absolutely.
So it's vital that you answer the phone, one, because they call from these weird numbers. They block the numbers, and I hate answering blocked numbers because I didn't got so many Jake Paul goddamn prank calls and shit. So I don't answer half the prank call. I don't get. Thank you a lot, Jake Paul, for that.
Fuck you.
But yeah, so it's like weird that now that this situation has happened, they call from weird numbers and now you got to answer, and then they just have you come in. They ask you so many questions. They test you, make sure you're not you have no drugs,
Yeah.
no alcohol, no coke, no weed, no
Yeah.
nothing.
Clean.
They want you to be clean
Clean as a whistle.
so you don't have no bacteria in your system.
Yeah.
They want you to be in shape. They asked me, do I still work out?
Yeah.
What I eat, my regimens, what I drink every day.
Yeah.
How am I sleeping? Am I having any suicidal thoughts or anything? They ask you so many questions, and it's like the same questions every time.
Yeah.
But they just try to prepare you to get you right, because they say when you get a kidney, you kind of change it back to who you once were, like before, like
Yeah.
more energy, your skin
Yeah.
color, your hair
Yeah.
grows back better, and things starting to happen. You
Sure.
know what I'm saying? Your skin color goes back. Like I wouldn't be just so dry like I usually am most of the time. I gotta always keep lotion on me because with the dialysis they suck all your nutrients out of you.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
They suck you dry, bro. You get cramps if they take too much fluid off of you.
Sure.
So there's certain things that they have to watch in what they do and how much they take off and how much they put on you or whatever. Then you can't have too much fluid. If you do have too much fluid, some days you'll be out of breath. It feels like somebody's suffocating you.
Yeah.
So it's hard to breathe. You got to watch out for the migraines and headaches.
Yeah.
So it's a lot, but it's all gonna be worth it. When I get that kidney one day.
Hey man, well shoot, man. Your publicist is looking at me. She's burning a hole in my
It's all
through my
good. We
glasses.
good.
She needs
I
you
gotta
to get
take
up
these
out of
kids
here.
home, bro. I got daddy duties. I
Absolutely.
gotta take these kids home, make sure they eat, do
Yeah.
homework.
Yeah.
I gotta do that. So that's
Well,
probably gonna
us at the Two Truth Podcast want to thank you for being our very first
happen.
guest,
I appreciate
man.
it. Let me know. I'll come
Appreciate
on
it.
And
whenever,
we had so much to ask you today, but just time got away from us.
It's all
So we
good.
definitely got to get you back here because I got to know about how you feel about Caitlin Clark. I need to know how you feel about playing basketball with 4 other white boys and you being the only black guy, what that would look like if you had the
man,
opportunity.
We were talking about that earlier, bro. I told your publisher I'll be kind of nervous to be on an all white team, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, right. Your ass would be getting buckets. You'd be like, fuck.
And I'm not saying I wouldn't get buckets, but it just being on the team the whole year, just you to be the only black guy. That's like we would have to ask what what it feels like for a white guy to be around a number of niggas all day.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I know you can't. The guy can't tell you he'd be that much comfortable in that. I mean, he'll over time you might get comfortable, but I don't think I could get.
Man,
really
ask
comfortable.
Will, man. Ask Will, Fresh Prince, man.
Ask Will, ask JJ. Look what happened to him, man. He got swaggy. He hopped in the NBA. He got a sleeve. He started getting fades. He got jewelry. JJ Redick.
JJ Redick was even from high school. I heard stories about JJ Redick being the guy.
Yeah, he's always been a guy.
He's been that guy. So
Well, he didn't look like the guy till he got to the NBA.
Yeah,
I don't
he got
know if
that
somebody.
tattoo.
I don't know if somebody hooked him up with some barbers or what, but he
he
got
living in LA life. The LA life got him. When he was in Orlando, he was cool. But
You
then
right,
when he got
yeah.
to LA, he was, it turned up.
Yeah.
It turned up.
No,
The
that's
LA
true.
life would do that to you. Trust me.
Absolutely, man. Well, Nate Robinson, man, thank you for being our first guest, man. We appreciate you. We salute you. We're gonna give you your flowers while
I
you're still
appreciate it.
here.
Thank y'all, man.
We
up.
love everything that you stand for, man. We rooting for you, and for anyone that is experiencing or going through any sort of kidney experience or any sort of health scare, I would encourage you guys to look up this guy right here, man. His brother right here. He's
Tell me, reach out too, man. Reach
He's,
out. If you guys want to donate a kidney, you can go to my Instagram page. You can look at my bio, click the link in the bio, and it will lead you right to where you need to go to help your boy out.
Hey, man, we love that.
Yes, sir.
We love that, man. Well, till next time, man, we appreciate y'all. We'll see you soon. Peace and love, man.
Love.
Peace.
Appreciate y'all.